How many stops do we have?
3.
Thought they had priests or something for this.
I guess they think it sounds better coming from another soldier. Soldier.
PNOK stands for primary next of kin, and that's the military term for families that soldiers have to notify that they lost someone in Iraq. And that's what this story is, essentially. It's the story of a day in the life of 2 soldiers on casualty notification duty telling 3 families that they'd lost a loved one in Iraq in the battles there.
Are you ready?
I just hope it's easier to say than it is to see.
This is hardly as sexy as combat.
Nothing sexy about getting sprayed by your buddy's brains during an ambush.
Sorry, sir. I'm just trying to say that I'm ready to do what I came here to do.
And welcome to the show.
Well, it started with being a mentee with Project Involve. It's a part of Film Independent that promotes diversity in the film business. And my mentee at the time, Karen Beach, wrote these 3 pages about these 2 soldiers that were starting their day, and I was haunted by it. I just, for like a week, I wanted to know where they went.
I get it, baby. Finney. Finney McCoy. Been too long. Didn't they send you home after you lit up kind of hard?
Colonel, I'm sorry.
How did it happen?
They were manning the Kuwaiti border. Suicide bomber rammed them. 3 died, 7 injured.
This is Isaac's roses. It's just the most...
Hearing about the battles in Iraq, we just moved to sit down and write the script, and we were so blessed that when we finished, a friend of mine, Jordan Partee, and his family in Texas agreed to finance the film, and because they felt it was an important story as well, and something that wasn't political but at the same time really told the truth about what the war means and what's happening as a result of it. But also too, I grew up in North Carolina around Fort Bragg, and during the Vietnam War, and it was ironic that during the course of the project I remembered myself seeing a notification. I was a little kid and waiting for the school bus out on the road, and I remember the car driving up in the yard and the guys getting out in their dress greens to tell this woman that she'd lost her son, and it was just something to have emotional memory about something, you know, and that was again a moving thing for me.
You're home. Where's my daddy?
Truly to get beyond the politics of what war means and really look at the emotional toll it takes on everyone, you know. I mean, it's you know, very painful to lose someone and to have to go through that, you know, the soldiers themselves. I mean, that we found out during the course of research that this is a duty that is a random duty. These guys aren't really trained to go and give news, and so during the story is about how they, you know, the outcome of them emotionally and how it affects them during the course of the day and how they both change and grow as a result of having to do this duty. I mean, thank goodness for a program like this that can get the film exposed to audiences, because it's not a 5-minute film that, you know, can be put up on the internet. I think as a director, after 20 years since being in film school, I would say to follow your dream and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. You know, particularly women of color, particularly women and people, period, that are past 21 or 25, or, you know, that are matured and seasoned. It's to maintain the faith and the creativity, because we live in a world that doesn't value art all that much and doesn't value your honesty all that much. So if there's anything I could pass on to anyone, it would be to keep the faith and maintain your integrity of creativity, and go for it.
And now, a scene from PNOK.
Children don't believe it. Hard head make a soft behind until...
Can we sit down, Mrs. Burnett? Ma'am, the Secretary of the Army has asked me to express his deep regret that your granddaughter, April Carlson, was killed in Iraq in action on October 18th.
Baby. My baby.
Is there someone that we can call for you, Mrs. Burnett?
Only the Lord, son. Just the Lord.
We will be right back with more of Take 3.